the sad reality sinks back in and is like, why did I even throw this on the ground? Why did I bring this here? Just a little too optimistic. So it was gonna be 150, I said, so say 135. Yeah, 50,000, and I have to put in two gems for that would cost me about 3,000. They're worth each. Oh, they dropped quite a bit, so 723. So I'm 1,500 in gems, which is negligible, and 1,500 on the 1,000 on the vendor price. So I'm 2,500 into these pants. When you have to factor in these numbers, it's sad, but and that's even more resist than I have. And then you so 50,000, and I'd have to undercut these guys. So let's say 40,000. 40,000 minus the 15% cut, that's another 6 off the top, so I'm at 36 minus the 25 that I could get from a vendor and keeping the gems. So I'm at like 33,000 gold to take up an auction house slot. Is not going to cut it. Okay, these ones had a chance just because of the 4 good affixes, so Dex, Vitality, Fire Resist, and Crit. 80, 50, 55. Dex, Crit. Yeah, I'll resist. I'm not searching for Vitality out of that combination. Oh wait, no, it wasn't all resist, it was fire resist. Damn. So that's going to make it a little more difficult. So I will search for Vitality. And then I'll search for a single resist. But not just any single resist. Yeah, this is just insane. So you got lightning here, you got physical there, physical here, so much better crit, and it's 2,000 gold. So a lot of this goes to show that it's really not intuitive, the combinations that double-digit primaries might be acceptable on one piece, but they're certainly not acceptable even with 4 affixes on another piece. People have just become way too demanding in terms of amulets, rings, offhands, bracers, and gloves. Whereas the other just kind of defensive slots, such as shoulders and chest and belt and pants, you're really just looking for huge numbers because you are limited to truly 3 really beneficial stats, and then the rest are fillers. Okay, 70 dex, 70 resist all, and some crit. Not too bad as long as these don't have something else valuable. Pickup, yeah. Pickup doesn't really matter. Lightning doesn't really matter. Gold. Tiny life regen, gold. Super tiny vitality. Okay, so might get a 250,000 for these. I am searching for, yeah, bracers. Okay. Again, 350 is the lowest, but 250, there's no reason to, because the auction house just came up after a super long downtime. I can't necessarily trust where the bottom is on these different markets I'm searching. Someone could easily come in and low cut it significantly, or 4 or 5 items could come in and significantly undercut it. What you're researching at times like these are unstable. But if you get in fast, you can also potentially set the price or find crazy flips like that other piece. Okay, so here's one I had a chance with Magic Find. Strength, Vitality, a single resist, and Magic Find. It's really low stats though. I'll just go 70-70. Magic Find, and then scroll down through for a single resist. So this has a really nice physical. The pickup is kind of a bonus, and it's only 50,000. Now what happens if I make it perfect? Shot up by almost a magnitude, an order of magnitude. So, granted, this one's got a bit more vitality, but people are really looking to maximize their Magic Find numbers. So, I think severely undercutting this one. Let's just kind of see the range of what 19 would have done. Okay, so you go from, at 18, you're looking at 35,000. 19, you're going to 110, so you've already tripled. And then 20, you quadrupled. So triple and then quadruple. So you're looking at like 12 times, you know, more than an order of magnitude, just going in that 2% Magic Find range. And these are both such low, you know, double-digit rolls on your primary and your vit that it's a very conservative search. So that range might get even bigger when you start looking at triple digits for your primaries. But they will probably sell. So, oh, I'm already at my auction limit. So, got one ending in a couple minutes, but I guess I should have waited on these cheap ones and not posted them. So I'm going to write this stuff down, and roughly looking at, I would go 350 for these Magic Find chest. Two-hander with attack speed and life on hit. Pretty decent, so 404, despite ours being quite higher. But I think weapons you have to be a lot more forgiving on the range. So this is really, oh shoot, I wasn't searched by. Got really really interested there for a second when I was sorted by buyout, and it looked like it topped out at 853. So yeah, put in a range here. I'm already at 12, and I'm 1150, I believe. 1173. Okay. Let's see what these are looking like. These are slower, obviously. This is 1.15. So it's definitely worth more than 100. This one has 10. The thing with you can't necessarily compare the attack speed. If it's a different weapon class, then you just want to kind of compare the speed. But maybe because it's a monk-only weapon, maybe I should just search for that. Okay, so this is a little better. This one's got much better life on hit than mine, and this one, again, much better life on hit, but it's 100 DPS lower. This one's got vitality and better. It's 140 lower. Might be able to squeeze out $250,000 for this. So 250. Life on hit